Everyone, and welcome to Active Citizens Parliament. Now, good morning, afternoon, and evening, depending on our time zone. Yes, so we don't come again today. We wake up this morning, we hear say Labour Party, they don't come back to their fold. Congratulations, they go everywhere, both from the side of His Excellency Peter Obi, even the one of Abure, as we see him, congratulations and singing of prayer and popping of champagne day. Which way is Labour Party headed? Many people, they call me, they ask me all kind of questions. And me, I wanted to say, I no be Labour Party person. I no belong to any party. That one make una for know am. And my position for this thing where they happen here, be say, before we begin to roll out our drums, we be say we go begin the shouts hallelujah and all of that to celebrate. I beg, please, let's know that this morning's pronouncements when we hear from Supreme Court, among other previous events within and around the Labour Party, has officially affirmed the long-standing allegation that there are serious fractalization of the Labour Party. The two factions, maybe more go come out myself. This to me is a groundswell for massive loss in any litigation against Labour Party in subsequent elections. So I know they even blame the people when they leave Labour Party, they enter APC, they enter PDP, as the case might be. No blame them. The managers of Labour Party have either consciously or otherwise succeeded in steering the party into the hands of opposition politicians who are bent on keeping the party away from victory in any subsequent election. Crisis situation in the party is just what the Supreme Court had just highlighted. The Supreme Court deliberately, on my own view, you can have yours, go to comment section. On my own view, they deliberately upheld that Abure's tenure has expired. While on the other hand, making bold pronouncing that the leadership of any party is decided by the party. The question now is, who is the party? Who is holding that leadership position? You sack Abure, and then you create a division between the two without completely saying that Abure is sacked or fired. No, you don't want to interfere with all of that. In all of this confusion, we now see all of the manifestations in different many platforms. So to me, what this means is that party members should go back and start the struggle for leadership all over again. The cycle will continue till long after 2027. Because that is what this administration is working on. They are not letting go. So don't jubilate over this Supreme Court matter. As a matter of fact, we applaud them. But they have created more division without outrightly dealing with the issue. They are just returning it back to the party. That is all I mean. They are returning it to the party. So, and then who is the party? The casualty, guys, here is that every Labour Party candidate from any function that manages to win an election will have his or her victory overturned at the court. It is pathetic. That is what I see. But you can go to comment section. That is my opinion, by the way. Personal opinion. Might not be Active Citizens' opinion, but Chidi Kanu's personal opinion. So you can go to the comment section, tell me what you feel. Now, I will tell you the justification for my pronouncement or my assertions this evening. Let's see what Nenadi Usman, Senator Nenadi Usman has positioned in her press statement against what Abure positioned in his own press statement, so that you see the conflict as it deepens. This is the press release from Nenadi Usman, being today. She said the recent ruling by the Supreme Court, which allowed the appeal filed by Senator Nenadi Usman declaring it meritorious, while dismissing the cross appeal filed by the Abure faction of the Labour Party as unmeritorious. Notice, he said Abure faction. Now, it is important to emphasize that this is not a time for triumphalism. There is no victor and no vanquished. What matters most is our shared commitment to the ideals and aspirations of the Labour Party and the Nigerian people. We must now come together united in purpose and vision to move the party forward. The Labour Party remains one indivisible family, steadfast in its mission to create a new Nigeria founded on justice, equity, people-centered governance. We call on all party members, supporters, and the stakeholders to remain calm, focused, and committed to the democratic ideals that binds us. A new Nigeria is possible. Signed, Senator Nenadi Usman, PhD, Chairman, Labour Party Caretaker Committee. Before I go carry on, I enter the one where Abure talk. Make una hear waiting the lawyers will go to court, how they take explain. And meanwhile, the CTC copy of the Supreme Court never come out. Make we foresee the whole thing in clear. But when you don't hear the one where Nenadi Usman write as press release, we will see Jurius Abure's own. But let's hear from the people who will go court, the lawyers will go court. Then we'll come back. We will see Abure own. So now go decide for comment section how I take feel. Let's take a listen.
Oh, yeah.
Capture any Supreme Court. Just capture
Very well.
I'm not sure what exactly.
Okay, what the court said today is nothing unusual, because the real issue here is that when they went to Julius Abure and his group went to the Federal High Court, they went and made a claim that they were entitled to be the leaders of the party. Then that judgment was set aside by the Court of Appeal, but in so doing, the Court of Appeal went ahead and declared Abure the national chairman. So when we came to the Supreme Court looked at the cases and said that no, that since the two lower courts have found that the substantive dispute was the issue of leadership of a political party, that they had no jurisdiction to pronounce Abure as national chairman of the party, and that their judgments were not out of jurisdiction, and they set aside the judgment. And also the Supreme Court went ahead to make the point that political parties, on the need for political parties to be well guided by their constitution and guidelines, especially on the issue of tenure of officers, and that Julius Abure's tenure, he has outlived his tenure. So that is the purpose of the judgment. And that the issue of who determines leadership of a political party is entirely within the domestic realm of a political party, and not for the two lower courts to look at. So that is essentially what the Supreme Court did today.
So by implication now?
By necessary implication, Julius Abure, from my understanding of the judgment, ceases to be the national chairman of the party, having outlived his tenure under the party's constitution. And the party, it was also before the court that the party had established and appointed a caretaker committee in its place, so that the two lower courts had no business whatsoever.
Okay, it says Jurius Abure ceases to be the national chairman of the Labour Party, according to the man. But make una see where Labour Party, the person where they talk say, in no be the man. Make una see how the man they celebrate, the pop champagne. Let's take a listen.
When Labour Party come the rule.
times ahead indeed. So now you can go to the comment section and make your say, because as you can see, on the other hand, Jurius Abure is celebrating. And why is he celebrating? He said he's victorious in Supreme Court, and he's the one seated at that headquarters of the Labour Party. So somebody where they don't sack for Labour Party from Supreme Court go begin they rejoice, they pop champagne, still there for the national headquarters. On our talk say no be fractionalization, now don't enter. Now go waka enter 2027. Anyway, everybody get your own say. But let's see what their own press statement against that one of Nenadi, Usman, how he take waka, make we see. Statement from the Labour Party, that one then talk saying from Labour Party again. They say Supreme Court upholds Abure as national chairman, says only party must decide their leadership. When I say that in why they talk. Labour Party held judgment. Now, they say the Supreme Court today, April 4, 2025, gave a judgment in the case brought against the Labour Party. In its judgment, the court said that the matter is purely an internal affairs of the political party on which court have no business to dabble into. The Supreme Court insists that the lower court should have declined jurisdiction and should not have made pronouncements on the leadership of a political party. Is therefore struck out Senator Nenadi Usman's appeal at the appeal court and the Labour Party's suit. So, let me even end it there. You can see that this is from their own part of the divide. The Supreme Court judgment, according to them, did not sack Labour Party National Chairman Jurius Abure. So, what does that tell you? Until the CTC of the Supreme Court comes out. But what I want us to note here is that Labour Party is now, according to this Supreme Court, if it comes out that what they just meant is throwing it back to the party, the question is, who is the party? Who is the person to take this decision? Until we see that from the certified true copy that will come out from the Supreme Court. And I believe that is going to be from next week. We are going to see that then. But just know that Labour Party, whoever is taking a ticket from Labour Party right now is headed towards the tribunal, the Court of Appeals, and the Supreme Court itself. Because Supreme Court has designed it to be like that. They are sending it back to the party as if the party is not already divided, instead of dealing with the issues directly. So they know the game that they are playing. So let's hold it there. So for the questions that are coming, please just go to the comment section. I'll answer you. Please don't call and ask me about these Labour Party issues again. I'm not a Labour Party person. As a matter of fact, I'm just that obedient person that you know Mr. Kanu is, and an active citizen. That is what I am. Okay, let me also, for the people who are reaching out for me as per the issues with Wike, that they are saying again that Wike has fallen again. We have not had any credible information that Wike fell again. No? And the people who are saying that Wike fell again, Wike is telling them he's the one to write their own condolence report. That he's going to come and sign their own condolence. But make we listen to wetin Wike talk as he take talk and myself.
I don't want to give credence to people who are only interested in Kanu. But first of all, the human being, it is not a ghost that will collapse. It's a human being that will collapse if there's any problem in their health. Unfortunately, I did not collapse. I didn't share this side that I have any health problems. Let me tell you what happened. What happened was that you see that the former head of service of Rivers State government came out to let the public know what was going on. Had a plan to bomb the House Assembly complex, and had a plan to attack national assets, in order to divert attention from people not focusing on that, they have to bring one rumor that they have been flowing overseas. There's another time I collapsed, another time anybody took the picture. But you see it every day.
This one now for the people where we say then they reach out, they ask me where they say they don't hear again, say Wike don't fall again. Wike never fall. Even this one myself now, yesterday, I ain't talk this one. As of today, if anything don't happen, me I never hear. But waiting at the tell on I be say, all this talk about Wike follow, Wike talk as you hear them say, now human being they fall, person when weak go fall. But for him saying no fall. And me I share for this is this thing where they talk. Make una leave Wike alone. No be Wike be the person will be president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes, Wike they contribute to the problem where they happen, especially for in state. But in own state, people go take care of their own problem. We go talk as much as we fit. But if Rivers people go sit down, come they pray, say they no go take any action. That one are their own trouble. That one, make them take care of that one. So, make you just cool it. Now, all those ones, I say, make I just enter, show body, make I foretell and I say, see how it take bill. So, nothing much. If anything come out, I go show back for inside studio, make I foretell on how that one take go. We go, they investigate, they go. As for the people where they ask about the constituency projects, where they talk about, waiting we done on earth go surprise you now. Waiting they happen around the communities, it go surprise una as we don't bring out both videos and pictures of the investigations where we don't do finish. And we go show una how our own representatives where they follow, they chop the money of the people where they say they carry empowerment go in for these zonal intervention projects. We go carry and come. But make we for bring the whole things out. Until then carry me enter studio again. For now, I go say on a bye-bye. May on a like, share, and subscribe for the people who be say then come new. So that when they grow, they go. Make we they talk the truth, they go. Until then, bye for now.